I just got a text from T-Mobile, and it's a perfect example of a company breaking a promise and hoping you don't notice. So T-Mobile built their whole brand on being the uncarrier. No contracts, no...
Yesterday, T-Mobile announced price increases to over 6 million customers, and people are rightfully pissed off.
Okay, T-Mobile. I know y'all fucking lying. We got all this shit going on in the world, man. People can't afford their bill.
Calling T-Mobile about a $6 increase on your bill is beyond broke behavior.
It's not really about the money. For some people, it's more so the principle. But you also have to think about the climate that we live in right now. It is important to understand that the plan was made to be affordable.
There's a lot of T-Mobile customers out here that are not happy. So you are not happy about this whole change that is coming to T-Mobile, and they're out here complaining about it. So I'm just going to show you a few videos of people complaining about how T-Mobile is about to increase their bills.
I just got a text from T-Mobile, and it's a perfect example of a company breaking a promise and hoping you don't notice. So T-Mobile built their whole brand on being the uncarrier. No contracts, no games, no never raising the rates. And I was actually part of that rebuild as a sales rep from like 2013, 2016. I actually sold these plans. So I know exactly why people bought into them. And it wasn't just the price. It was that T-Mobile did not break promises. What you got is what you paid for. Now, I want you to read the text they just sent me. On July 13th, my old plan's being retired. New one is going to go up by $6 per month. And they gave me a 5-year price guarantee. Let's get into that. So what it comes down to is the uncarrier movement is over, and the new CEO strategy is just raising revenue per customer, retiring their old plans, and moving them to the pricier ones. And I want to be clear that we're not anti-price increase, because I work in private equity and somebody has to eat the cost. That's just how business works. And the price increases are small, and that's not my problem. My problem is the positioning, because you built a brand around being this exact anti-thing. Now you're doing it. So what are you now? Just another Verizon? Okay, you're giving me free streaming and perks. Cool, but perks are not incentive. They're an incentive. They're not a position, right? So now, again, you're just another company with a different logo. You didn't lose a few dollars of my trust. You lost the one thing that made you different. And here's the part nobody's really thinking about yet. My old plan had taxes and fees baked in. The new one doesn't. So what stops those fees from creeping up and increasing every few months, weeks, years, right? That's the whole point of a real promise. Your word used to be the product. Now it's just fine print. So I'm curious to know, you can't build a brand on a promise and then break it the second it's convenient, right? That's just not fair to the consumer. So I'm curious to know, how do you as a current customer feel about this? Let me know.
Watch this video if you want to see old T-Mobile CEOs making promises that have now been proven to be lies. The uncarrier strikes again. Yesterday, T-Mobile announced price increases to over 6 million customers, and people are rightfully pissed off. If you don't know, I'm a T-Mobile whistleblower. I worked there for 17 years, and over the last 3 years, I've been exposing how they're lying to America, monopolizing the wireless industry, and helping to destroy America from within. And what's crazy is they're being protected by the mainstream media. You see all these sources talking about the price increases? Notice they're mostly wireless journalism. You probably won't see this on Fox, CNN, or any of the big name news outlets, because they're helping protect T-Mobile. But before I show you that video, I want to remind you people how this wireless industry works. It's already monopolized. Okay, a lot of people are saying, I'm going to switch to Mint. Well, guess what? T-Mobile already owns Mint Mobile. That's what they want you to. They don't care if you switch. They don't care if you switch to Metro by T-Mobile. They own that one. They don't care if you switch to Patriot Mobile, because Patriot Mobile pays T-Mobile to use their network. They don't care where you go. There's 3 networks in the United States: T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon. Every other smaller provider you see pays one of the big 3 to use their network. The wireless industry has been monopolized by companies that don't care about you. And what's even crazier is T-Mobile USA is partly owned by the German government under Deutsche Telekom. You should have a problem with a foreign government owning a valuable telecommunications company that's raising the prices on you and lying to you about the services they're providing. Now let me show you those lies.
Prices are going down. It's in my business plan. It's also promised in the commitments that I made to the FCC.
You know, this year, with consumers fearing inflation and feeling the effects, our principal competitors over the summer jacked up prices on millions of consumers to the tune of billions of dollars.
Like we just did.
We went uncarrier. We re-rolled out a famous uncarrier move that we call price lock, that reminds people that only the users can change what they pay each month for talk, text, and data.
So I woke up to the bullshit like everybody else. Okay, T-Mobile. Okay, T-Mobile. I know y'all fucking lying. We got all this shit going on in the world, man. People can't afford their bills, and y'all motherfuckers gonna text us talking about some. It's gonna be an extra $6 per line. What? Or just leave. Oh, because it's going up. Doesn't matter if you're a grandfather then. Doesn't matter if you came from Sprint. Even though we told y'all bill wouldn't change. We lied. We were just playing. We lied. Now it's going to go up $6 per line. And what the fuck y'all going to do about it? That's what T-Mobile just said.
Calling T-Mobile about a $6 increase on your bill is beyond broke behavior. And I don't necessarily like to call people broke, but we all got the message today. T-Mobile saying that a plan that all of us have been on for years is being sunset. It tends to happen. I know some cell phone providers, even if they sunset the plan, they let you stay on it forever. Like, they will let you stay on it ever. But every now and then, if it costs them more money to keep it than to let you just stay on it, they'll grandfather it in. Now, I would understand if the bill was going up $25, $35, $40 a month. $6? Do y'all have 18 lines and this is causing you a bunch of money? $6 is the taxes on some of these bills. So I'm not trying to be in y'all pockets, but if you gotta call T-Mobile and cuss them out over $6 for a motherfucking phone you leave on do not disturb all fucking day, please cancel your contract. Go to Boost Mobile if they still in business, please.
So this person said all this over $6. It's not really about the money. For some people, it's more so the principle. But you also have to think about the climate that we live in right now. It is important to understand that the plan was made to be affordable for people like first responders, veterans, active duty military, police officers, etc. It was made to be affordable. Not only that, the plans that other people came with, companies like Mint, Metro PCS, Sprint, all of those things are in the service agreement, and that was part of the merger that they closed years ago for those people to be able to transfer over to T-Mobile. So it's not about the $6, to be honest with you. It is the principle. It affects a lot of people, and for some people in this economy, it might be too much.
I've been thinking about that text that I got from T-Mobile yesterday where they're going to be raising my prices that I was grandfathered in for, mind you, and I'm pretty salty about it still. They've gone downhill ever since this guy left and they merged with Sprint. I've been a loyal customer for 13 years, and I remember when they started the uncarrier stuff back when all of the other major cell phone providers had the 2-year contracts, but I just think that this is beyond disrespectful.
If you are one of the many T-Mobile users that wants to file an FCC complaint because of the price increase, then I got you. But first, let me just say to all of the people that were commenting, $6 isn't a big deal. One, when it's multiple lines, it is a big deal. Two, when you are on a fixed income, which a lot of people are, it is a big deal. Three, when you are given a price lock guarantee and they don't keep their word and they keep increasing the price, it is also a big deal because last year it went up $5. This year it's going up to $6. And if we don't stop them, what's to say that next year they're not going to go up again? So you're going to want to Google FCC complaints. This is the website that is going to come up. That website is going to bring you here, and then you're going to want to scroll down until you get to file a complaint, and you're going to click on phone issues. That's going to take you to this phone forms page, description of complaint issues, and then you're going to hit down there, start your complaint with the FCC. And then you're going to start your complaint.
Just imagine how many people is on T-Mobile, and each one of these customers' bill is going to increase by $6. $6. You know how much money T-Mobile is about to make, from all the customers that decide to stay. I don't think a lot of people are going to go just because of $6. People are just going to suck it up, and just pay. It's just $6. People are just going to look at it like, it's just $6. No, I might as well just stay. You know what I mean? So just imagine how much money you're about to make on top of, all of that. But I just kind of feel like we all switched to T-Mobile, and we jumped on T-Mobile because it was unlimited talk and text, and it was $30. Yeah, it was $30 unlimited text and text, and they were the only company that was doing that. T-Mobile were the people or the company that came and forced all these extra, all these companies like AT&T and Verizon, to just change their business model to unlimited texting and talking, because everyone was just switching over to T-Mobile. But T-Mobile came, they changed the game. They came and they changed the game, and now they feel like we have to pay extra for our phone bills, and so be it. But yeah, but let me know if you are on T-Mobile and if you're going to be affected, or if you care, or if you do not care. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.